and welcome to the final day of the 2018 International SilverLakes Cup here in Norco, California. Alan Hopkins, so glad you could join us for the first of 2 games here to close the curtain on what has been a fantastic week of experiences and opportunities for both of these teams and all of these teams taking part in this competition to experience life in Southern California and play some top-notch international soccer. Today's opener, a familiar one for anyone here in Southern California. LA Galaxy taking on Cholos of Tijuana, 2 teams that know each other very well, 2 teams who will be playing for the 3rd time in this calendar year, and it's been a great relationship over the last couple of years as Cholos has emerged in Liga MX, and of course the Galaxy Academy continues to set the standard across all the academies. So glad you could join us. A toasty day, but that is par for the course here at this time of year as we close out the month of July. Alan Hopkins, Troy Barty here alongside today as we set to get underway. The Galaxy will start with the ball in the familiar all-blue kits. Cholos in the white, black, and white will be going from right to left to start. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it very much. All kinds of games happening, but here on the main field, in the main venue, we're underway the 3rd place game after the championship. A couple of German teams, Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund, squaring off for the championship. We're underway. The Galaxy starting off with it first, going left to right on the screen. And Troy, you've been knee-deep involved in this whole experience. Talk about not only the competition and what's happening on the field, but just the lay of the land for all these teams and some of the experiences they've got to enjoy in addition to playing some good quality competition.
Yeah, Alan, it's been a real exciting week as you know, we have 3 teams here from Germany who flew all the way over to commit to this tournament, and when they arrive, they've been picked up in charter buses, and all the teams from out of state have been staying in the dormitories at UC Irvine, getting that true college atmosphere, which is something very new to the German sides and even the Mexican sides. Very unique opportunity for these kids not only to get a taste of what college life is like, but also get to interact with each other and from kids from different cultures.
Yeah, head coach Yossi Raz of the men's program down there, big believer in full personal development, a big part of what's been happening off the field. The Galaxy on the ball now. This is Cesar Rivera. It's a very talented Galaxy team, and this Cholos team very good as well. Stepped up and won very nicely that time by Christopher Torres. Of course, I was chatting with some of the Tijuana staff and letting them know my connection to the club through Joe Corona, and they have so much affection for Joe, and Joe has always said Cholos will be in his heart as he's moved on and continue to advance his career for both club and country. But a big part of this success story, good little ball breaking the lines right there, good little turn. The overlap, though, gobbled up and won by Oscar Cervantes. Laid off very nicely that time by Jorge Hernandez. Adam Saldana, one of the best players in the country for his age. Gets it again. Takes a quick peek. Thinks about going wide. Comes back to the near side. Splits the pair. Galaxy content to keep it. Poked away. And very nicely done. Can they keep it? They can. Alam Galindo is able to spring. Ayon Edson wearing 357, a good old-fashioned number, goal kick here. You get used to seeing academy numbers, Troy, here in the States, all the numbers, the football numbers, if you will, and I feel like Cholos is up the ante here with not only triple digits, but numbers in the 300s as well.
Yeah, many times in the academy system you see, you know, 80s and 90s. Rarely do you see triple digits, but Tijuana clearly taking it to another level.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And also indication of probably how many kids are in their system.
Of course, just on the other side of the border, San Diego, a nice area for them to recruit and build relationships with, and I feel like as that border in many ways in terms of soccer melts away, it's really a big community between really Santa Barbara all the way to Tijuana in terms of soccer. Stepped in and won very nicely, poked away just for a moment. and Cholos will keep it. Alan Vega, left footer, keeps running off the ball. Galindo again. Very deliberate build up. Vega, good little pocket pass. Shot on goal, curling in, and it kisses the outside of the post and out for a goal kick. First shot is one that racks the bar and the post, and it's a goal kick in the end. Good opportunity, Troy.
Yeah, nice to see this game starting to take shape in the 5th minute here. Teams still filling each other out. Early morning, UC Irvine about 40 minutes in the morning on a Sunday. So an early start for these teams, but they're waking up here.
It's good life, though. They just have to get up and play soccer. Not too shabby. 24 fields here at Silver Lakes, and this facility continues to grow and grow and grow. And every time I come here, which is quite often, I feel like there's something else here. Saw the video board today, and I literally was here probably 3 weeks ago. So it's always something happening down here, and this is really quickly becoming a nice hub here of soccer. Good ball in behind. Another opportunity, but it's going to have too many legs on it. Good work by Cholos as they really are keeping it and then looking for that ball fairly direct up the channel, and the Galaxy haven't sorted it out yet.
And something new this year, Alan, to Silver Lakes is this international tournament going on in conjunction with the summer showcase that has over 300 youth teams happening around this stadium field, adding this extra layer of talent on top of the youth tournament is something very special and something Silver Lakes hopes to grow on.
Guzman got a foot in there. It's going to be a throw-in for the Galaxy. The Galaxy staff have said they literally have not really taken a break about 2 weeks, but this is such an important opportunity for them and one that they feel their club has to take advantage of, hence what you were talking about, the importance of international games. Good ball in behind. One more out wide. Right-footed shot's going to have too much on it, over the top and out of play. Can let you know also our referee crew tonight. Karen Apt is the 4th official. Roberto Rivera is one of the assistant referees. Lucas Harajanejini and Vince Apple Chiarella is the one in the middle. Ball out wide, no problem at all. Torres, calm, cool, and collected. That's a good ball in behind. It's going to have to be chased down. And just does have enough to get out of play. Early on here, both teams content to play in the midfield. One real chance created by Club Tijuana. A shot that hit off the post and out of play. Good early ball out wide. Big switch coming. Now it's Rivera's turn. Slows it down into a trot. Inside. Rivera wants it, gets it again. First time ball, not too bad. The header! Kick save, and finally gobbled up. That was a tough one in the end. And the first Galaxy opportunity creates a little bit of pressure and some danger, but still no score. Good first time ball in, Troy. It's almost like a sleepy attack by the Galaxy that sprung to life.
Yeah, and yesterday Leah Sepulveda headed home a similar pass on the back post from a corner. That was in the run of play, but a very nice idea looking for that back post.
Both these staffs really effusive in their praise of each other and talking about how much that partnership has grown, how much they have appreciated the opportunity and really do a good job of reciprocating, making sure that each has a chance to play at home. Shot in here and almost caught the Galaxy goalkeeper cheating and leaning. Wasn't hit very well when it was all said and done by Edson, but it'll be the first corner kick of the match. Vega will do the honors. And the center backs will get forward for Xolos. First corner of the contest here inside the first quarter of an hour. Driven in, has some backspin. Knocked down and away, but not too far. Carlos Ley is going to just drift it in, and it's going to be no problem at all. Rivera quickly inside for Jorge Hernandez. He's been running the show, the number 11. What have you liked on the field, Troy, so far during these last couple of days here in Norco?
Yeah, this is the fourth day of play for the tournament. Teams had Friday off. And the play on the field has been what you would expect from international club teams. I think it's been very interesting to hear the coaches talk about playing teams from different countries. The Germans were very precise when talking how they've had trouble dealing with the Mexican teams because they've aligned themselves in a diamond, which is something they don't see oftentimes in Germany.
Well, you love the fact that this truly is a learning experience and something that they're going to put to use in terms of trying to make sure it's not a blind spot for whatever happens down the road. Hard challenge. No harm, no foul. Torres is a big man in the back. Watching him warm up, 93 in white for Xolos. He's got big, great size in the back already. First of two games today, an all-German affair in the championship. Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund, the championship game in this quartet to close out action here in SilverLakes. Ball out wide. Xolos again, really trying to probe down that side. Good work to be kept alive, only for a moment. Kobe Foster Hernandez, that's a dangerous ball. It's going to be nicked away. Xolos on the giveaway. Good move. Left-footed ball in. No problem at all. And the first real mistake. Not quite capitalized on, but still nonetheless. Here's Saldana. Not too many touches yet, but you can easily see the quality. He gets it again. Head down, cross midfield. Driving. Surveys his options, pushes it out wide to the left. Pass one. Ball out wide. Here it comes. Hernandez, though, can't do anything with it. Oh, that's a good early ball in. Xolos able to recover, and that shot flashing wide. In the end, it looked like it was covered by Victor Mendoza, the goalkeeper for Xolos, who's got quite the frame on him as well.
And a very nice advantage play on
it was
by the referee.
It was.
There was always the possibility if Dortmund were to make the final, that the final would have to be moved up because Dortmund flies home this evening.
Logistics.
So, with that said, there are two matches preceding the final match between Atlas and Stuttgart, and then wrapping up the day, Real SoCal versus Real Salt Lake. Those games will be at 1 and 3 and also streamed.
Been a great opportunity for all these teams to get real international competition, especially for the non-MLS or the non-pro affiliated clubs like Real SoCal. What a rare opportunity and treat for them.
And it's been a thrill for some of these fans to see who's been gracing the Real SoCal sideline in Jermaine Jones.
Yeah, well, you know, at some point, you never know where these things go, but, you know, for many years I did the Toulon tournament, and you got to think at some point Toulon started off just like this. And now that's one of the great youth tournaments, and if you get to play in that, it's just something that you always treasure and remember. So who knows, maybe this has a chance on this side of the world to be just that, a place where young players come to prove themselves, and over time the track record proves to be something that they can rely upon. And who knows the quality of teams you might be able to attract over time.
And as someone who has also participated in the Toulon tournament, I can speak from experience that
it's a fantastic tournament.
Very much so. And the 8 teams here in Southern California participating in this tournament have been spoiled.
Yeah.
From buses to planned events.
There you go. That's what you want.
To meals, to gatherings. It's been a really fun time, not only on the field but off the field.
Victor Mendoza, that's a great distribution all the way out wide. So far, Fernandez Castellano has been a handful, number 394 up top. That's the lucky number in the lotto. What a great vantage point we have, Troy. You can just see all the action in all the fields.
Yeah, on Wednesday and Thursday, the showcase tournament had not begun, so there was less foot traffic here at SilverLakes. And now over the weekend, this tournament, like I said earlier, with over 300 youth teams surrounding the stadium field, really creates a fun environment to watch soccer.
It really does. Throwing for Cholos. A couple of opportunities for each team. No score yet here in the third place game. The final is immediately afterwards between Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund. Good skill on the foul that time. Oscar Cervantes did very well there, first to control it and then to get it up and over where he was cut down. Here's Cervantes. All the way back to the near side now. Brian Hernandez. Rivera, he's got some good touches. Good touch to open it up. Gets it down the line, but it just had too much on it on the bounce and the skip away from the Galaxy captain today, Paulo Carrillo Weissenberger. Saldana back to goal. Plays the way he's facing. Kobe Foster Hernandez, another hyphenated last name. Gets a sniff on it, and then it'll go all the way back. Big bounce. Good challenge. Strong challenge again. Couple of big boys shoulder to shoulder, no problem at all. Well-timed tackle with the left leg to prevent the foul and get a piece. Good skill that time by Cesar Rivera. Right back's been busy.
I think the Galaxy Academy really surprised fans of the tournament on Wednesday when they looked much smaller than Hertha Berlin, but yet they tied them 0-0 and held them off the scoreboard, and the Galaxy have done very well this tournament. 2 draws and a win.
And it's been very well received. It's a win-win situation for all of these teams, no matter what. Run forward, doesn't happen. Rivera wants to get involved. And the sequence loses life for a moment. Saldana gets it back on the 1-2. Had a stretch to keep it. But the initial impulse of that opportunity is come and gone. Good movement and preparation to receive that time by Oscar Cervantes. Laid off for a time. First time, Cervantes had it poked away. Galaxy all over the second balls right now. Tijuana can't quite get it. Nicely done to create some space. Nice little tick-tock move and the ball in by Marco Rodriguez, who's been lively on the left-hand side in the all-orange boots. Galaxy a long spell here. Saldana now. Rivera again. He's having a lot of fun playing outside back today. Good deep probing ball. The header, and it's going to have too much on it.
Promising play from the Galaxy.
Good patient build up. Good crisp passes. And the same token, no panic on the Cholo side. Just kept their lines. In the end, no problem at all in the goal kick. 20th minute, no score yet between these two familiar foes. Flicked on and miss. Second ball cleaned up. Troy, what else have you observed during the course of the week that you would like to communicate and share that's been one of the bigger stories or one of the hidden stories that you feel really good about?
Well, I think it's, you know, the teams coming together. On Friday was a day off at the beach that was catered, and there were games and music, and all the teams showed up and played in the waves, and it was just really neat seeing all the teams kind of come together and break down those barriers. And
the beach does that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it
sure
has
does.
a good way of doing that.
And I think it's important to note that, you know, these German teams are in the heart of their preseason, with their season just about a week and a half away. So they've been out here even on Monday doing double days out here in Norco. Heat not affecting the Germans.
Well, you can still do the work and go to the beach.
Absolutely. And, you know, after clinching a berth into the finals yesterday, Hertha Berlin then went to Hollywood as a group, and
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Hollywood tour. The night before that, Dortmund went on a Warner Brothers tour, Universal Studios. So these teams making great advantage of their opportunity here in Southern California.
Speaking of taking advantage, the referees are going to allow the players to take their first hydration break. No doubt, with temperatures actually cooler this week than last week, but even in Southern California, triple digits in a lot of places, except for the beach. So thank you for taking the guys to the coolest spots in Southern California right now. And this entire facility continues to just blossom and grow with not only the field house, and then it's a concert venue. I was here 3 weeks ago for the Uruguay, I think, Portugal game. My son had a game down here, and just the buzz and the patronage and all the people that were just around enjoying soccer just is so heartening. And for people that have longed for a facility in Southern California that felt like, you know, a place you could get used to going to, it's really working out. And the actual location, although it's fairly east, is actually pretty convenient for just about everyone. Whether you're coming from Northwest Los Angeles or closer parts, you're connected by a major freeway, and it's usually really 90 minutes for most people to get to a world-class facility. And fields are always so important, so I think any parent, any kid will make that effort, make that drive to come to a good facility. And now it's going to be a place where you can just stay, plant your umbrella, and hang out. So it might make it even easier for those rare Saturdays or Sundays when you got a couple of games in a short span.
Yeah, not only are these 24 fields excellent, it was their focus to really provide a place where families can come and enjoy being at the soccer fields, watching their friends, their sons, their daughters. But with the addition of the field house, it has really taken SilverLakes to
we just need a playground. You just need a playground here for the little ones to help the parents out a little bit between games. A nice, sophisticated playground, and then you can pretty much post up here for the entire day.
At the front of the property, they do have some blow-up fun things for the kids, but
yeah,
I'm sure all of that has been thought about.
Yeah, I'm just riffing at this point. If you really want to make it a one-stop shop, you know.
And you know, a lot of people always talk about the heat in Norco, and you know, it's a dry heat, and there's always a nice breeze through here. And you know, to really spoil and treat these participants of the SilverLakes Cup, there's beautiful portable showers for each team. There are ice baths for each team. So
the stuff you need if you're really going to do double days, you have to have all those amenities and all those resources, really just well thought out by all the people, the real legit soccer people who know all the things that staffs need that would really make the experience worthwhile.
And the teams have really been appreciative of that.
Yeah, that stuff matters. The little things go a long way. So halfway through the first half, just getting back underway after that hydration break. Cholos has had a couple of good opportunities, a Galaxy as well. I would say the first 10 minutes were owned by the Mexican side, while the Galaxy sort of had their share in the close of that first half of the first half. Toe poked away. Advantage played again. Galaxy making good runs. Offside, well held that line. Good long diagonal run, running first, but good team defending. Oh, that's mishit, misplayed. Seems to be a theme lately. Here's an opportunity for the Galaxy. On the giveaway. Toe poked away. Took a deflection. Should be a corner kick. Instead, it's a goal kick, actually. Thought it took a deflection off a Cholos player, but I don't know if it's just the World Cup or what have you as of late, but it seems those kind of giveaways have fallen amongst to the goalkeepers, which are always unfairly, of course, highlighted because that ball is given away in the midfield 100 times in a game. That one's scuffed, though, and the danger now is past.
That's a good point you make, because sometimes these young goalkeepers beat themselves up, and then you watch the World Cup.
You got to just have a realistic expectation for things. If the grown men can do it in a World Cup final, I think you can do it at that age, at this age as well.
Certainly.
Good life lessons to learn. Good opportunities for both of these teams. Good work by Rivera. Cut down. He rides that challenge very effectively. That's a good ball in behind. Will it have enough to get in behind? It does. Toe poked away, though, alertly. Rivera's been strong. The Galaxy have used the width on both sides to their advantage. Their wide players have come to play today. Nothing to show as of yet.
You can see the Cholos back line very well connected.
Yep, they are. Huh? How compact was that? Ooh, an outside left foot ball was almost on the money. The risk was worth the reward. In that case, it didn't turn out to be much. Rivera makes the overlapping run to get forward, stays forward. Another first-time ball. Chance here. Blocked in front. Another strong last-stand effort. Shot in. Toe poked. It looked like a bit as he was stretching to reach it. Had a bit of a little top spin, and it was dipping wide. Another chance goes away.
Not far off from that top corner.
No, it wasn't. Good look. You could clearly see what the intention was. 28th minute. Another good ball, one. Second ball collected by Cholos. That shot, again, hurried. Again, flashes wide. Galindo, he's been good picking up those loose balls, driving on the solo mission that time. And the Galaxy defenders, hunting in packs that time, did just enough. Really liked Oscar Cervantes, its body shape on the ball. Nice and clean. Saldana. He's a good double pass there. Galaxy doing a good job of getting these balls out early and wide. Nicked away, though. Vega. Once, twice, three times. Well, clearly the intention was to stop him, but I got to tell you, easier said than done. Edson was just such a strong player there. It was a fistful of jersey, and I don't think he felt much. So that's why it took the Galaxy's Brian Hernandez 3 times. And even then, I think had he been playing after school, I think he would have broke free.
That was about 3 or 4 tactical fouls and 1 whistle there.
The ball or the man, never both. Yep, that's well said, Troy. It was clearly his intention to make sure he didn't get past him. Here's Vega, takes all the set pieces. Curls this one in, keeps the keeper at home, knotted down, and no problem at all. Castellano and Edson have been very strong in the air. I feel like they get whatever looks they want. Again, another misplay. Galindo. Oh, off the post again, and that one came back toward the penalty spot. Vega, outside left foot ball, nicked away, trying to win it back. Here's Saldana looking to quickly counter. Has options on the right-hand side, sees it over his shoulder. Sepulveda's come in after the hydration break. Gets a first taste of action.
And you can see a concerted effort by the Galaxy to force the ball wide.
Yes.
They've obviously know a lot about Tijuana, and I'm sure playing out wide suits the Galaxy's strengths as well.
Well, the one thing that you see in this tournament is style and identity. And that's just something great for the American soccer fan to see. Flicked on onside. Shot blocked again. Loose ball collected by Cholos. A man who starts it, tries to finish it, but it goes wide. That's Edson Ayon has been a handful. And it's been the direct play, the knockdown, the collection of the second ball, and then they're off and running. That's Cholos. And then in terms of identity and style, some possession, some balls out wide, and then some good dynamic play in the final third, but it makes for good compare and contrast. Cholos now beginning to get more and more confident. Errant ball here. 3v2 if they hurry, and they do. Galaxy nice ball play in here. Sepulveda, good first-time ball. Sepulveda again. Left-footed shot. Blocked. He's looked at that corner. We saw it too, Troy, from our vantage point.
Good idea. Better defense.
Well said. Good step over and go that time by Jorge Navarro. First time he's really gotten down that side. Tackled away, though, step for step. Well done.
Very nice sure tackle. He had to get that one right.
Togo Nakamura, pacey outside back. Inside the final 10 minutes, 40-minute halves here. International SilverLakes Cup. Third place game, no score. Some good action, though, between two teams that know each other very well, Cholos and the LA Galaxy. Second corner, first from the far side. Same man again, Vega. In-swinger. And too much in, and it's out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
Always the danger there, right? On the in-swinger from the opposite side. If you do overcook it, you don't have any margin for error. Cervantes. Nakamura draws in a pair of defenders and plays it all the way back. Both teams very clean technically. Rivera sprays one to the other side.
It's fun keeping your eye on the back line of Tijuana. As one steps, they all shift over, they fill each other's gaps. A very well-connected back line, and a back line that has played together now for some time.
Looks like it. Been really impressed with this man right here. Christopher Torres has a little platinum streak in the front, but he's a big-time player. Get some air underneath that one. That's going to skip and have to be played. Sweet first touch. He's had a good game there at 30. Ooh, bullet ball out, though. Handled by Galindo. Onside. Too heavy, though. Good little no-look against the grain, but not enough room. Sepulveda making a good run. Dipped in and then came out to create space. First touch on the left foot. Dips that shoulder for a moment. Lefty keeps it. Working with Rivera. Thought about coming to the near side. Saldana rides that challenge. Keeps it. Well done. Galaxy not afraid to play through pressure. Here's Saldana. They like that contact, not afraid of it. Look at the communication. That's exactly what you're talking about. Look how patient they were to let the goalkeeper get in his hands there.
With how well Tijuana's shifting, the Galaxy might want to start thinking about going through the middle as the center backs become a little bit more spread apart.
Jared Romero, though, 92 in white, has done a good job of just hanging and holding, though. Victor Mendoza, another good distribution. He's confident on it. That ball, though, given away. That's a foul. Smart. Very smart. Don't let the birth years fool you. They play a very sophisticated game. We're talking about 02s and 01s. Some Y2K birth years, Troy.
Yeah, as someone who celebrated a birthday yesterday,
oh, there you go.
I am feeling very old.
Well, I hope they had a birthday party for you here. I heard the birthday parties. That's the next business development plan. Hold your birthday party at SilverLakes. That's right.
I'm one to keep that to myself.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, congratulations for making another full orbit around the sun.
Thank you. Good to be seen.
That's right. Inside the final 5 minute, 40-minute halves here. Third place game between Cholos and the Galaxy. No score yet. Saldana, so talented. Ball stuck to his foot. Stops and starts again. Ball out wide. Again, though, Cholo well organized offensively. That's going to spin out for a throw-in deep in the final third. No foul there. Looked heavy.
Good shoulder to
Yeah,
shoulder.
it was.
Strong.
It's all right. I like when the youngsters have to play through stuff. There it is. That's another good opportunity. Shot in. Ooh, just flashing wide. That one had some life on it in the end.
Nice cross. In a dangerous area for the goalkeeper. Very close to opening their account here.
Good ball. That had some eyes to the back post. Good header out wide. Saldana already with his hand up calling for it. Cesar Rivera. Good ball. Confidently played inside. Toe poked away from behind. You get the sense if Christopher Torres is in your neighborhood, number 93 in white, you should get the ball off your foot.
Not one to shy away from contact.
Yeah, he's thick, he's strong, and that time he chased down from behind to toe poke it away. Maybe old school, but I like defenders who just defend and disrupt. Being clean on the ball, yes. Anything other than that, it's a luxury. Give me some goals on some set pieces, and life is good. Speaking of Torres, he'll shepherd this one, get it back from his goalkeeper, Victor Mendoza. Oh, that's a good Good angle that time by Paulo Carrillo Weisenberger in terms of the chase. The flag should come up. It does not. It looked like it was offside. Slipped through and out. Well done. That was another tight call there. Everyone kept playing, though, to their credit inside the final 90 seconds. Had the one stop for hydration, but other than that, it's been a free-flowing game. We'll have the same refereeing crew for the championship game. The final, the flag is up between Dortmund and Hertha. Be a fun match as well. Two teams you can say they traveled all the way to Southern California to play each other. Yeah, change it up a little bit. Add a little spice to the bit of a rivalry of teams that, of course, long-standing German stalwarts and giants. Knocked down around. Cervantes has had a great game in this first half, as has Rivera. Sepulveda's come in after the hydration break, stepped away from that one instead of coming to it. Here's a chance on the 1-2. Will it be kept in? It will. Vega, well laid off, well taken away.
Last chance before the half.
That's well said. See if they notice that they need to go. Referee letting it play out. Saldana, Sepulveda. That's going to have too many legs on it, though, and go out of play. Vince Applechiria, our referee, looks at his watch. Looks like he's going to play an additional 2 minutes. If I can pick up on what he is motioning to one of the players. We're well inside those 2 minutes now. 40-minute halves at this age in terms of the tournament structure, I think, is absolutely perfect. The difference between 80 and 90, that's the grown man stuff, to be fair. Composed effort. But another giveaway. That's the only blemish, really, the Galaxy have really struggled with. And it was a great one, too, to try to thread the needle there. There's been some good defending. Given away again by Rivera. Sweet little Eden Hazard little shimmy and shake. Got free for a moment. And Saldana's got it. Time and space. This could be the final real substantive sequence of the half. Good skill by Marco Rodriguez, and for his effort, he gives the other team a goal kick. And that is how half number one comes to an end. Plenty of good action, plenty of good chances, but no score yet in the third-place game between Cholos of Tijuana and the LA Galaxy. Don't go anywhere. When we'll be back, we'll have the second half kickoff in the third-place game between Cholos and the Galaxy from the SilverLakes tournaments here at the International SilverLakes Cup 2018. back, getting set for half number 2, which is now underway. We'll switch sides. Same teams, same at stake here. The 2018 International SilverLakes Cup third-place game. Cholos of Tijuana, Club Tijuana, and the LA Galaxy playing for the third time this calendar year, but of course the first time in this competition. No score as the second half gets underway, and lots of good opportunities for both teams. Lots of changes we'll get you to in terms of teams swapping out here in this last half. It's been a busy 4 days on and off the field here. 8 clubs. It's been just a wonderful, wonderful weekend. A quartet of games to close this competition, including next up the championship game, the final between a couple of German teams, Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund. Alan Hopkins, Troy Barty riding shotgun, 40-minute halves. And it was interesting talking to Galaxy staff in between halves, and they were like, this is a hard game for us. They're sneaky direct. They have a good game plan. They know where to collect the balls in terms of the loose balls. So this kind of goes to what we said in the beginning of our time this afternoon, this morning, is what a great experience to play against other people with different styles and identities. Another hard foul. Saldana riding and finally able to buck that ball away for a Galaxy throw-in. Here at SilverLakes Sports Complex in beautiful Norco, California. A toasty day, but par for the course here in Southern California. In fact, it's summertime everywhere in this beautiful country, so not going to be too many places it's going to be cool. But the players certainly have persevered. Good little 1-2 here. Saldana got a foot in there. And so far, the half as it starts to unfold, a couple of new players and find a bit of a rhythm.
And something very unique to SilverLakes to try and cater to all the players who play here is every bench is equipped with machine motorized misters.
There you go.
So always trying to keep the teams cool.
Ball in, no problem at all for Victor Mendoza, whose distribution game has been good. Made one fine save. Other than that, his management of his box plenty to get the clean sheet through the one half.
And as you see the Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund buses pull up with their signage, it just brings another element to the SilverLakes Sports Complex when you see Borussia Dortmund bus come through the front gates.
Yeah, it's one of the most recognizable logos in the entire game. BVV. Atlas, Hertha Berlin, Galaxy, Dortmund, Real SoCal, Real Salt Lake, Stuttgart, and Cholos, the 8 teams in this competition. All of them, it's a good time had by all. Here's Sepulveda. He came in after the hydration break and has been lively, patrolling the right-hand side in midfield. Some fans starting to work their way into the stadium seating right here, getting ahead of the final. 24 fields, all kinds of games going on from the start of the morning. Boys and girls of all ages, really, here in SilverLakes. Good opportunity on the far side. If they can see it, they can. Good move, though, on the step over and go. Another step over is good, but there's only one run in the box, and that ball will be flashed all the way wide out of play. Plenty of help. Vega on it. Vega still on it. Finally back, releases it. Good ball in, onside. Vega, right-footed ball, arriving late there on the pullback. Saldana, good use of his body there. Hesitation and then changed his body shape. Kobe Foster Hernandez, a youth international for the U.S. Maciel Becerra has come in, number 9, makes a strong diagonal run. Cut off by Torres. Cholos just put up that line of defense. It seems to be hard to break at times. And we are going to get a quick whistle as Oscar Cervantes will have to get some treatment real quick. Troy, in the first half, you were mentioning all the activities that players and staffs and teams have been able to do, whether it's old school Hollywood trip or the Warner Brothers studio tour, which is always fun, or the beach. There was a big party here last night in the concert facility behind us with a bunch of kids. Just a wonderful, well-rounded experience here this week here in Silver Lakes. And I know it's been a labor of love for many people like yourself, like everyone involved. So just quick acknowledgement to all the people that really devoted a lot of time, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls and text messages to make this come off. And really, it's all about the players so they don't see this work. And they just have a great experience because that's what it's about. And I think everyone can feel good about all the things they've done, whether it just be the ice tubs and the regen or just the experience to do something they'll be able to remember for the rest of their life, like going to a beach in Southern California. Well done, cut off that time by Paulo Carrillo Weisenberger, who's showing his versatility. He slid into the back line as a center back after playing defensive midfield to start the occasion. Fouled by Cervantes, who's back on. Ball in behind. Chance here. And gobbled up. Looks like Carlos Dominguez come in. Actually, no, that's the field player Rivera. I believe that is Rivera, actually. Cesar Rivera, the number 17, if I'm not mistaken. Well, there you go. Good time had by all, to say the least. Flicked on in behind. Nice wall pass. Diagonal run doesn't happen. There's that man again. Torres. Oh, that's a good ball out, too. He's got the full package. That leads to a good ball in behind. Another chance for Cholos. Save! The best save of the game. Keeps it scoreless.
Nice left-footed blast from the top of the 18 there.
That's quality.
357 Magnum on that shot.
That works at any level. Fernando Castellano, he has been the real deal. Good save, though.
Looks like Galaxy are putting 2 zonal at the first post and man marking the rest.
Yeah, it was this summer we heard ad nauseum, set pieces, set pieces, set pieces. And I say ad nauseum because it was something that when we were together on staff, U.S. national team, was something that we heard about and talked about a long, long time before then.
People, I think, tend to forget that about 30% of all goals.
Yeah, it's like 1 out of every 3 goals is a set-piece goal at a World Cup tournament. So I think what we were seeing, and that one's in and over the line. And there you go, on cue, a set-piece goal. Took a deflection, nodded down. I think Torres got to it. It was slow, and I think it just did cross the line despite the best efforts by everyone involved there.
Scramble in the box, Galaxy unable to clear.
Just had enough. And Cholo strike first here in the 50th minute, 10 minutes into the second half. And they capitalize on the set piece. And let's see how the Galaxy respond. See if Saldana can raise his game, one of the best players we mentioned in his age group. Down and played quickly, too quickly. Well, the temperament's been good, excuse me, Troy, I think, by all the players here. Of course, these guys had an early wake-up call, and most of them being teenagers. I'm sure we're still a bit sleepy before the game started, but now they're alive and well. Cholos, the ball in the lead. And that ball just did squeak out of play on the far side. We'll bring it back.
And every morning, lunch and dinner, everyone staying on the campus of UC Irvine has all access to the cafeteria, so they've been eating breakfast together, lunch together, and it's really been
that's a lot of fun.
A neat thing to see.
It really is.
All the teams sitting next to each other. Very
Irvine,
cool.
not that far away, 45 minutes or so, maybe door-to-door trip, totally reasonable. Play on again, advantage. Good ball just in behind Saldana. Great 2 touches there. Sepulveda in attack mode. On his right foot, Saldana. Chance here, fakes, shoots off the bar. And the rebound flashing wide, heading for the parking lot. And that one was Saldana just doing his thing right there. He paused, he hesitated, he danced. In the end, he smacks that goal. That's the second time that goal on our far side to our left has been hit, once in each half now. Boy, I thought he had missed the opportunity, and he still somehow shimmied his way and froze the defenders to get that shot off. We nearly were tied up.
Very nice fake. I'm sure he's wondering how he hit it too hard to go off the crossbar from about 7 yards away.
Here's a chance the other way. Great first touch. Great step over, and it's just wide here. Field 16 here in Silver Lakes. The game is picked up here. Second half is picked up. Great first touch by Saldana. Oh, it was stuck underneath him. Couldn't quite get enough on it. He's trying to win it back. Get some help. Still trying to dig it out. Can't. Ball flipped in. Oh, what a beauty. Oh, it almost was rolled home. Great save by Rivera. The number 17 started the game as the right back. Now wearing the number 35 in goal.
No hesitation coming off his line whatsoever. Very nicely done to come out and cut that out.
He's looked very good in both positions today, Troy. Both in goal and on the field. It's a good little ball in behind. Well worked. Cisneros getting forward, and that one's going to end up knocked down by Sepulveda. Galaxy down a goal here. Scoreless at half, and then Torres, the big center back, got forward on the set piece and was able to just get enough of a chance to beat the Galaxy goalkeeper. After this game, we got a great final set up. Borussia Dortmund and Hertha Berlin. Jared Romero's been very solid, number 92 in white. Showing hard for the ball, gets it now. Bangs the ball toward the corner flag. It's not going to be wide enough. And the nice triangle passing allows the Galaxy to get out of it. That's a good ball to break the line. Here's Cervantes. Galaxy content to get small chunks of territory at a time as they slowly build the attack. Korea Weisenberger slid into the back line seamlessly. Here's Cervantes. Thought about going forward. Now cuts back. Now slips a little ball forward. That one's going to get through. Well tackled. Corner kick. Dortmund players have arrived. Let's see the Hertha staff as well. Is the first of 4 games today. Good ball in by Foster Hernandez, and that one kicked away by Victor Mendoza. Again, another good long ball held by Cholos. Add to that another good long ball held. That ball on the ground is on the money. Instant counter, a chance for them to double the lead. A little step over inside, not once but twice they cut it back. Here's a chance. Oh, what a sweet move! 2-0.
Very well worked.
Wow. A Belgian S-type counter. just like that. From defending in their own box, Victor Mendoza the play. And not more than a blink of an eye later, Cholos double their lead on a well-earned, well-taken goal.
The calmness and the poise to cut that one back and wait a second to free himself up for that shot. Very well done there.
2 long balls that were held. It's not the sexy, fun stuff, but just fundamental, just sound, and Cholos has grown into this contest and have surged in front with 2 second-half goals here. Let's see what the Galaxy response is. They're not playing bad.
No, they've just hit the crossbar, and that's normally what happens. You don't take advantage of your opportunities, you get punished on the other end in any sport almost.
The game is crazy, though, because when you think about 90 minutes and you can have a sequence that encompasses no more than 90 seconds, and that decide the entire match because it was unlucky on one end and a goal on the other. How many times have we heard that story? Quite often. The Galaxy, let's see what they have in them. I think they're not done yet. Cervantes. A little dip, a little dive. Flack stays down. Left-footed ball. Torres, well-positioned, heads it away and completes the pass, too. This is where they look very good. They stretch. Oh, Cervantes, full yoga pose stretch, gets it out. An important win. Can the Galaxy take advantage? And they do! Ho-ho, 2-1. What a play by Cervantes. Desperate, full stretch. Made the tackle. That was another counter going the other way. And then Sepulveda, who came in after the hydration break, has been spot on. Hits a banger, and it's just like that. 3 goals in his half. 2-1. Cholos now. Good game here.
And just like you said, Alan, you thought Galaxy had something left in them, and of course they do. Nice left foot, top of the 18. Found that far upper 90. Just a beautiful curling shot. The outstretched goalkeeper.
Becerra rolls one outside to the goal scorer. Sepulveda creating another chance, a corner kick. Galaxy with a great response here.
It's amazing how falling down a goal or two.
It always does, right? That's right. The sense of urgency, the desperation, all that stuff matters. Let's see if the Galaxy here can get 2 in as many minutes. What a very well played game here. Both these teams at the end of a long, busy week. That one mishit, but it was just dangerous enough. So Saldana got a piece of it. Sepulveda on the right foot. Here's Cervantes. Started that great sequence to score. Nice toe poked away, yep. That's some very good individual defending by both teams. No reckless slide tackles. Everyone staying on their feet.
And that goes back to having a good rapport with the clubs, Alan, what you mentioned earlier. These teams playing for the 3rd time this year, organizations that constantly see each other. I know in the past, Cholos comes up to the StubHub Center and trains on occasion in scrimmages. So just a neat working relationship between, teams only separated by 120 miles.
Well, I think in the movie Demolition Man, I think it's all one big city from Los Angeles down to Tijuana.
Dating yourself, Alan, dating yourself.
You're the one with the birthday yesterday, so,
Oh, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
I saw
there you
him
go.
A couple weeks
there
ago
you go.
In Santa Monica.
Oh, you did.
There's
you did. Tell him I said hello.
There's the tie. Still looking good.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Both these teams are bouncing their step now as this game is picked up in positive energy. 3 goals in this half after a scoreless first 40. That's a great ball in. Well read, though. Courageous ball to split the defenders there. Got to break that line. Well done. Here's Kobe Foster Hernandez. Long strides across midfield. Keeps it simple. Kobe trying to get down that line with his left foot.
fun looking around the complex as far as the eye can see. You have games going
everywhere. It's fantastic. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to be part of this. A lot of jersey being pulled. Oh, that's well played and defended. He almost knew the nutmeg was coming. Is that one getting behind? No. Well defended that time by Brian Hernandez, who had good eyes in his blind spot. Because Castellano right there, he was lurking.
Not only was he lurking, he also gave him a little tug on his shoulder to try and gain an advantage.
We'll take a water break here as we are halfway through half number 2. 3 goals in this half. First Torres, and then a great banger by Alan Vega, and then the equalizer, the one to pull one back by Sepulveda has us at 2-1. Second water break here, and gives us a chance a little bit here. Hertha and Dortmund, the championship game, the final here, the International SilverLakes Cup. What have you seen from those two teams that you're looking forward to seeing in the final?
A lot of skill, a lot of pace, a lot of work ethic. I mean, to see Dortmund fly in on Sunday night and then come out to Norco and do double days on Monday and then another double day on Tuesday. This isn't just any old tournament. They're approaching this very seriously, and I'm really excited to see how Berlin is going to deal with the Dortmund attack, because they've been fun to watch all tournament.
I got to tell you, for the non-professional teams or anyone who's around and you hear about that, it just shows you what the level is, where the standards are. And that's really what it's about. You have young pros, which they are, coming about their business, and the staff, everyone treating them very much like their first teamers. You got to come, you got to do the work, you got to train twice a day, you got to get your rest. And hey, if we do the work, we're going to have some fun. At the end of the day, they're going to take these memories and experiences with them throughout the rest of their lives. But most importantly, the memory of being a professional and getting the job done on a business trip like this is a super important lesson that they all need to carry with them.
Yeah, it's very unique, and something that maybe certain folks don't think about is, possibly 3 or 4 of these players will jump to the first team.
That's right.
Maybe another 4 or 5 will find themselves in the second division, the remainder in the third and fourth tier in Germany, and a lot of them don't know that college here in America is an option for them. So with this summer showcase going on and so many college scouts out here, it is a real possibility that if something doesn't work out in Germany for some of these kids, or in Mexico, they could find themselves playing collegiate soccer.
There's a lot of pathways to get there. We look at maybe someone, just a quick name like a Jack Harrison. It's an England international, comes over to the States to play college ball, goes through MLS, and now he's back in England and at a higher level. And I think that's the opportunity that a lot of these players have. That shot goes in high, but you just need to be exposed to what is out there. And if you only see what you see, you'll only know what you know then. And I think what's so important and passionate about the organizers of this whole thing is being curious in life, pushing yourselves, making sure you're exposed to opportunities, and just being on a college campus. I guarantee you, for at least one of these young men this week, change their viewpoint and maybe has them thinking about a pathway where they can do both. And that's just super exciting stuff. Back underway after the hydration break, 2-1. It's been a spirited second half. Foul on Becerra, who's come in for the second half. Vince Applechiaria, our man in the middle, has a couple of words with Mr. Rodriguez. Or excuse me, Mr. Hernandez. Not quite sure the context, but that looked like a proper lecture he was getting, though. It was hushed tones, and the player took it very well.
I'm sure it was well-deserved as well.
Oh, that's a good ball to knock it down by Cervantes. Had a big hand in the Galaxy goal. That one flashing well wide. Cervantes made the desperation tackle play and then got the ball off his foot to Sepulveda, who did the rest. We give this game some bite here as we head inside the final 15. Of course, if you really look at soccer in this hemisphere, in this whole part of the world, both these teams in the last 25 years have to be toward the top in terms of success stories. Of course, the Galaxy, the standard bearer of Major League Soccer, but Cholo's ascension into Liga MX and how they thrust themselves into the mix is phenomenal. When you think about the big clubs always held so much, and then you had breakthroughs with some really good football playing clubs like Pachuca that gave other opportunities maybe to smaller clubs that had a little bit of a different style, a little bit different culture, and then Tijuana and Cholo is just a perfect match, and what they've done to sort of bleed into the San Diego area. We talked about Joe Corona, a proud San Diegan and a Cholo alum, and all of a sudden you see two really good foundational clubs, both in Mexico and here in the U.S., particularly in this country, that represent, I think, the best of soccer at this level and beyond.
And as someone who recently walked across the border and attended, as we
good
have
ball
a
in behind here, good save by Victor Mendoza.
Recently had the opportunity to walk across the border and attend a Cholos match, and just to see the environment that they've created in the stadium, and
it's real. It's real.
And just the youth in the management they have there, the forward thinking, is really neat to see, and it's a very young club who's continuing to have
the upward mobility of that club is phenomenal, in the sense that what they've done for that entire city community. Another in-swinger, tight fisted away. Becerra shot out of that first challenge. Karate kicked back, well done. Cervantes clips a nice ball to the far side.
And it's always kind of neat when you have a young staff and young management,
yeah.
young owner.
Yeah.
You know, it really creates a fun vibe.
Well, you have a sense of aggression. You have a sense of everything is possible.
And if you have the chance to go down to Tijuana and take in a game, it's well worth your time.
Yep. Cholo's trying to add to the lead. They were up 2-0 and were headed toward another counterattack. And the Galaxy had other ideas, and we find ourselves at 2-1. Heading toward the final 10 minutes. Hertha Berlin, the Berliners, and Borussia Dortmund next in the final of the 2018 International SilverLakes Cup. Real Salt Lake, Real SoCal, and Atlas and Stuttgart, the other games today. Becerra, that's a good ball out. Saldana opens up his body, cuts it back, stays strong in the challenge, loses it, tries to win it back with the swim move, and then does well, but he's going to get a card. And tried to prevent the quick restart, and he'll take his card and he'll just keep moving.
He has the frame and the skill set to look like he's ready to
pro.
make that jump.
I think
sometime
so too.
Soon.
I believe so. And most importantly, I think he feels that way. And I think the staff and the people around him feel that way. And if he can continue to do that, it'll be a chance. But the one thing about that jump for Galaxy Academy players to Galaxy first team, it's a bigger jump than most people think. And just because you're practicing, I don't know, a par 4 away, you know, from the big boys, it can be very far. There's a lot of academy players who have not been able to stick with the first team the last few years. There's a chance here. Victor Mendoza way off his line. That was the right play, and he made it. At that point, he was really in no man's land, in adjacent property, and he had to make the play, and he did, as that chance came out of nowhere, really.
25, 30 yards off his line, showing quickness and smarts there.
And great starting point, too. Oh, here's a chance here. Back the other way, Rivera, who was the starting right back, folks, and has made a couple of fine saves in this half. You know, he's been beaten twice. He could be like an Asheo Otani, right? Just be a pitcher and a hitter. They can just play the field and be the goalkeeper in cup matches and whatever.
Giving a new
I just haven't seen that. I mean,
utility player, to say the least.
Definitely a story there we have to chase afterwards. Kobe thought he was fouled as he went up.
The more positions you play, Alan, just find the field.
Hedging your bets. It does help, though, if you can be a first choice back and be the backup goalkeeper. It does give you every opportunity to make a roster, doesn't it? Becerra. Kobe turns, takes the foul. Again, the thing that I've noticed is just the willingness of all these players to play through contact, something you don't see a lot of anymore.
That's a very good point.
You have to play through contact.
It almost seems these kids are
more
willing to stay on their feet than what we just watched in Russia.
Well, maybe dating myself, but, you call your own fouls. That's a great ball in behind. First touch is long, and the ball in the end gobbled up by Rivera. Better first touch might have led to a better shot on goal. Nonetheless, Galaxy live to play on. Another great run, another well-played advantage, and the flag is up for offside. I love seeing that, though, huh? How good was that? Just to continue to ride that, Jorge Hernandez just kept riding through challenges, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And actually, he's actually going to get a free kick here.
Inside the final 10 minutes, and you're starting to get a sense that there still might be one left in this
Yeah,
game.
it does feel like there's something else perhaps out there. It's good refereeing, because I thought that second foul was going to give him an opportunity to maybe get a free kick. In the end, that's what happened. Good flow to this game. Well refed, well officiated. Here's a chance here to tie this one up. Galaxy were down 2 goals at one point. We're staring a third goal right squarely in the eye on a counterattack, and great defensive play and a great goal. It's 2-1. I think you're shooting here. It is a shot, and it is tipped up over the bar. Great effort. Just that angle right there, left footer. It'd be hard to do anything other than to be precise with the ball, tight over the back. Maybe try to drop it into the back post, but that's the best opportunity. Get something on frame and hope to capitalize on the ensuing corner, which we have here. Kobe will take it again. Get some air underneath it. Knotted down by Becerra. They've really struggled with the corner kick on that near side to the Galaxy bench.
Yeah, they might want to start thinking about some outswingers after the last 3 have been subpar. But how unlucky for the Galaxy, now hitting the crossbar twice in the second half.
A well-played third-place game. Flag stays down. Little pocket, little run that was hidden in there. Look at the work to get it back, though. Sepulveda fighting to get it back as well.
Looks like he might have taken a hand to the clashed knees. Looks a little banged up.
To our right, Troy, we see the Dortmund players going through the warm-up.
Yeah, and
Hertha as well.
How neat for these youngsters playing around this stadium field to see these, professionals warming up and how they go about their business. It's really an inspiration for these youth players on the property.
Oh, got to be careful there. Took his eyes off the wheel. Here's Saldana. Galaxy trying to capitalize. Sepulveda lost it. The counter has been deadly today. Heavy ball caught up, though. A couple of step overs. Castellano pulls away, finds a little pocket. That shot, no problem at all. Castellano, number 357, he's been so good today. Rivera drops that one in. Sepulveda trying to win it. Doesn't, but gets the throw in. 5 minutes and change. I would expect a couple of minutes added on.
And if the Galaxy Academy can find a late equalizer,
it would have been well earned.
And we'll go straight to penalties.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for that. Because we do need a winner in this third-place game. That's generally how it works.
That's a very good point.
Usually there is some sort of outcome necessary. Let's see if Cholos can ice this one. That one sprayed up over the top and out of play.
And it's a lot of fun, as you can see on the broadcast. The two teams warming up behind the Galaxy goal. You got the solid yellow and the solid blue.
Becerra on that first touch, as he tried to jump up to get it, got caught underneath him. Really like Paulo Carrillo Weisenberger. He's been very good. Saldana, the little daisy cutter is wide. That was a very good look when it was all said and done. He drifted in a good spot. There was no sense of urgency defensively, and boom, he almost had the equalizer. Good challenge by Weisenberger. He actually stepped on his own teammate along the way. Nakamura's been stalled at number 2. Saldana. Need to move that first touch with him. Tried to dance his way out of it, and it's just too tight. Intermittent breezes starting to pick up here, starting to move some of the flags. Heading toward late morning here in Norco. Clipped but not long enough. Nakamura heads it down. Sepulveda draws the foul. Well done. Willingness to take the contact there, draw the foul.
And it needs to be complimented, the operations staff, as you see all the beautiful flags waving and the signage around the field.
It's great.
Just a really
Fantastic.
nice atmosphere here at the SilverLakes Stadium.
Down on the field before the game, pregame walking it. Surface is great. Ball rolling great. It's not bumpy.
SilverLakes was awarded the 2017 Field of Excellence Award.
Oh, yeah? There you go.
They have some of the best fields in all of Southern California. And according to many college coaches, the country.
Yeah. It's a good facility here. See if the Galaxy here in the last couple can find an equalizer, which would lead us to penalties. Becerra feeding Kobe Foster Hernandez. Galaxy stepping up the pressure here to close.
Nice.
Good help. Good return pass. Castellano.
It's a fun hold-up play
Yeah,
to
he
watch.
is. Galaxy chasing here. Cholos with the ball in the lead. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Galaxy are going to have to start forcing the issue here the last few minutes.
Yep. Ill-advised pass there by Romero. Let's see if the Galaxy can attack. Here's Torres. Did just enough. Flag has got to be up, and it is. I think Torres was confident he was the last man, but he wasn't all the way sure until the flag was indeed up. Kind of never really got out of third gear, and then he looked over his shoulder and said, I hope he's offside. Otherwise, he's in.
I don't think this referee crew has missed a call.
No, they've been sharp. It's been good. Same crew we have for the final. They'll switch spots. I'm pretty sure Karen Apt, the fourth official, will be the one running the middle. That's usually how it works. In the four-person crew, whoever is the fourth becomes the head, and the head becomes the fourth because they make the ARs do all the running. They get to just switch sides, the ARs. That's it. That's all they get to do. You know? Let's see how much time we have added on. We've had 3 goals in this half. We've also had 1 caution, and we've also had a hydration break. I expect at least a couple of minutes.
And a quick note on the referees. Most of these referees were flown in for this tournament just because they wanted such a high level of refereeing for these participants.
Well, right now, great time to be a referee. There is not a soccer match. Flag stays down. Good save by Victor Mendoza. Still alive. He scrambles back to his line. Headed away. Galaxy stepping up the pressure. Cervantes got it caught in the spoke. Scooped out. Saldana all over that header. Same with Sepulveda. That one behind Sepulveda. Look at that hold, huh? A hold and a turn by Nakamura. Just very well done. Nakamura, though, perseveres. Nearly won it back. I just love what he did there. He checked away, came back, and then as he received it, he created another step of space. But just give him a little jab, and then just well done. No call that time. Galaxy trying to counter. There's Torres. First time he's really cleared it away. And it's a good one. Here's Rivera.
Last-ditch opportunity.
Yep. Kobe Foster Hernandez. That's a good run in behind. As he's tried to get himself forward here the last few. And everyone yelling Vegas. He gave that one away. He should be trying to salt away this game. Now they have to defend again. That's usually what draws your teammates' ires because now you have to go and defend. Torres, though, likes defending, heads it away. And for me, he's been as good as anyone in this game. Kobe knocks a good ball out wide. Becerra needs quality, finds it. Still alive. That's a foul. That's a foul and a penalty. No doubt about that one. Unnecessary.
And only a few seconds left in this match.
Jorge Hernandez did well standing up, holding his ground. And we had a great look at it. Our point of view, arm draped around the side. And that's an easy call for any referee at this level. And a chance for the Galaxy here to send this one into penalties with a penalty kick. How about that? So the Galaxy will have a chance here on the penalty kick, and literally this could be and will be the last play of the normal 80 minutes of time. Becerra played a good ball in right there. One of his better plays since coming into this match, and was able to be kept alive. And it'll be the man fouled, Jorge Hernandez. We'll try to send this one into penalty kicks to decide who the third place winner is. And just got confirmation as Mr. Cervantes comes over and talks to the AR on this side and says this will be the last play. Victor Mendoza, does he have a walk-off save here? He doesn't. 2-all. Calm, cool, and collected. And that is it. So we'll stick around for a few more minutes. And Dortmund and Hertha Berlin players will have to wait to take the field because we will need penalty kicks to decide who takes home third place here in the 2018 International SilverLakes Cup. Good call, good penalty, and what a great second half. 4 goals. Not too shabby, 2 apiece, and penalties will decide this one, Troy.
I hope all the fans here in California and abroad and down in Tijuana are enjoying this one. 4 goals in the second half. You can't ask for a more exciting 40 minutes of soccer. And it should be interesting to see which goalkeeper steps up in this big moment.
Lots of fun. So your thoughts on what you saw over the 80 minutes, Troy?
I think you hit it on the head. The Galaxy had definitely a lot of fight still left in them, and they showed you just that. Down 2 goals, to hit the post, hit the crossbar twice, and to still score 2 goals. You know, credit the coaching staff for having these guys prepared and, you know, never quitting.
The demeanor by both teams, just so much poise, so much control.
No dirty fouls today.
But everyone just kept playing,
yeah.
just kept playing, and
Wanted
just
to
kept
stay on
playing.
their feet.
Yep. There's no bad attitudes.
It's been a
Yep.
fun match to watch.
So it'll be normal penalty kicks. Literally, is everyone doing their part here to make this competition just come together?
Yeah, hosting 8 teams, no matter where you are in the world, is a challenge, and let alone 4 teams from different countries. 5 teams from different countries, 2 from Mexico, 3 from Germany. You know, there's a lot of operations, there's a lot of planning,
and these are young people. Like, you have to take care of them, you have to manage them, you have to provide for them.
But from buses to meals to events, from every player and coach I've spoke to this week has been nothing but complimentary.
Well, always a learning experience. I mentioned my conversation at halftime with the Galaxy staff, and they're saying they need games like this because it really forces them to learn and grow and adapt, and they were having issues figuring out the style that seemed to manifest itself as they went down 2 goals, but they fought back, and now the learning experience continues because now they get to, again, repetition, muscle memory, neuroscience. Being a very good penalty kick taker actually at the highest level starts in moments like this where you have to go through this process and you have to make it so much more about routine than what the circumstances are.
And the Galaxy Academy advanced into the 3rd place game by beating Atlas, who was on fire.
Yes, they were. Probably the team of the tournament until that point.
Absolutely, and the coach went with, I guess you could say, starting 11 in preparation for the final.
Yes. And
it
came back.
All of his starters,
yes,
shall we say, and paid a price for it.
Yeah.
Galaxy held them off the score sheet, and here they are with a chance to claim 3rd place in this tournament.
Here we go here, the first Galaxy, and they get it in, and they've changed keepers again. It looks like Zuniga is now the keeper. Actually, no, that is the Galaxy have all these players. That is actually, I believe, Jorge Hernandez, the man whose penalty sent us in to the final. I love it. I love it. Here we go. So the second different field player to be a keeper today, and it's worked out very well. Cello's trying to tie us at 1, and they do. Right down the middle, no problem at all. Kobe Foster Hernandez, one of the more higher-rated players, national team player.
And as you step up to the spot, you always hear how players need to have a plan, whether it's
Always.
plan A
That's
or
right.
plan B.
Always have your spot. Always have your spot. Every great striker I've ever talked to about it is, I'd rather go down knowing that my best was not good enough other than second-guessing yourself. Here's the lefty. Victor Mendoza on the line. Kobe Foster Hernandez calmly slots it home to his left. Galaxy nudge in front 2-1 in penalties. Hertha Berlin and Dortmund will actually squeeze into one half to continue their preparations. So it does feel like a youth tournament in that regard, which I love.
Yes, this tournament's about crowning a champion, but it's just been about getting really great games with great competition and some well-deserved preseason games. And here we go once more.
Cisneros slots that one home inside the far post side netting. Here's the hero in the Galaxy comeback, one of them at least, Mr. Cervantes. Oscar Cervantes strong in the first half and made the key play to spark the comeback here in the second. 2-2 here in penalties. Third place game. It was Jorge Rodriguez in a stoppage time, well past the 8th minute penalty kick that got us here. Here's Cervantes. Mendoza. Oh, that was denied. Boy, that goal has not once, not twice, but 3 times now kept the Galaxy shot away. And that is the first opener here in this penalty kick shootout. Cholos with a chance to nudge in front.
And the 4th time this game that frame has been rung.
That's right. Cholos, one of those in the first half. Camacho came in late in the second half. A couple little shuffle steps. And his shot is wide. He kind of had it like a little side canter, like equestrian style. And, you know, it was like a little side canter, and he pushed that one just wide. And each team in the third round put red up, and it's still 2-2 here in the round 4.
Maybe picked up his head a little more.
Yeah.
He would have seen the keeper shifting to his right.
Didn't have to be so precise. That's well said. Again, I think he was reading the keeper more than he was, this is my spot, let's go. Here's Nagamura putting a good shift today, and he ends it with a well-taken penalty. So in round 4, the Galaxy get in front 3-2. Some good activity starting to pick up in and around the field here. Here's Romero. He put in a good afternoon, good morning, I should say. 9 o'clock kickoff today, and
He was physically dominant.
yeah, he was very good. This is a very thick, athletic Cholo team. This one to tie us here, heading to round 5, and that one is wide. That is wide. So Jorge Rodriguez, who's hearing it from his teammates here. The Galaxy clearly without their first choice keepers here today. And it is Saldana who has a chance in the slow walk up to give Galaxy the lead. Actually, to finish it. They're up 3-2 here. This will be the one to finish it. Arguably, one of the best players in the country has a chance here, number 42, to put this one away and to complete the comeback, and he does! And the Galaxy prevail in penalty kicks after being down 2-0. They come all the way back, a last gasp penalty here in the 90th minute by Jorge Rodriguez, who also is the winning goalkeeper here in the shootout. We had a little bit of everything, Troy, in the end. A very good third-place game ahead of what should be a very good final.
Can't wait. Two heavyweights coming up. That was exciting, and expect a lot more coming up here shortly.
That was a very, very good opening act. And coming up next, the final. Dortmund, Hertha Berlin here from SilverLakes in Norco, California to cap off the 2018 International SilverLakes Cup.